It's showtime.
She ain't got no money in the bank. She be walking around acting all stank. And now she at the party looking at me. Hope that she can get saved by me. I'm looking at her.
Today is Thursday, November 26, 2015, and it's technically Turkey Day. So happy Turkey Day to you. However, I made this video tonight because I just got home. I had an awful night. I wanted to talk about it. It seems like every time I'm in the car, I want to talk about something. So I've been a habitual car vlogger recently because I feel like the last three were all in the car. The last one I was driving, so it was all shaky, so that was bad. But now I'm actually parked in. I want to talk about my night. I say a lot. I'm sorry. But I just got back from dropping my friend Shannon off. The party that we went to tonight, they were selling VIP tickets, and I bought a VIP ticket, and I actually thought that, you know, I was going to get some perks with the VIP ticket, which when I bought it from the promoter, I asked, I was like, hey, what all do you get with it? You know, how does this go? And they're like, you get this and you get this and you get this with it. You know, you're gonna get free drinks all night. You'll be in a separate section than everybody else. And I was thinking it was like good perks, because if I pay for this VIP ticket and I can drink all night, like I felt like that X amount of dollars would cover all my drinks all night that I would probably pay for anyways. So that's what I thought. There's already not a lot of stuff to do here in town, so I just was thinking that it was like, I mean, it was a good thing, because there's not a lot of urban bars here, you know. There not a lot. There is no urban bars here, you know. There's no nightlife for the urban community or anything like that, you know. It's Beer City, USA. You want to go out and you want to get beer, you want to go out and you want to go to a brewery, you can do that. But you want to go out and you want to listen to some music and you want to get a table service and something like that, not gonna happen here. Sorry about my cough. I wanted to vlog all week, but then I had this nasty little cold thing and I'm just now getting over it, so that might be a sign that I probably shouldn't have been out tonight anyways. But back to the story. So I bought these VIP tickets. I go pick up my friend Shannon. We go to the party and we go through the line. I go through the line and they give me this orange wristband. This band is pink. Give me this wristband. So I'm like, hey, a whole bunch of other people are getting orange wristbands too. And because of the price of the ticket, I just didn't really see a whole bunch of people like purchasing that VIP ticket. It was expensive. I was surprised that I even paid for it, and now that I look back on it, it was a dumb decision. I can't believe I even paid that much for it. But I'm just a person who usually, if I go out of town or if I go somewhere, I don't mind paying to be in the VIP. You know, that's just me. Like, I don't mind paying extra to be in this bar and have fun, as long as I have a good time. So sorry about the cough. I asked the guy, and the guy's like, oh yeah, you need to get your wristband back in the back in the VIP section. So I like stroll on in. Not to mention, I got on these high boots. They're up to my knees. They're high heels. And then I've got on this itty bitty small tiny dress, which is my fault, you know. But I thought, hey, I'm going to be cute. We're going to hang out. Everybody's going to be hanging out tonight. So I mean, it's my own fault. So I can't be mad about the heels and the boots, but I was angry. I stroll on back to the back and I ask the guy who's sitting on a stool, who's ginormous, and I'm like, hey buddy, do you have any wristbands back here? Because the guy at the door up front told me that you had wristbands back here at the VIP section, and he's like, oh no, you need to get those when you come in. So I'm like, okay, that's weird, because they told me that I needed to come back here. And why are you sitting on a stool if you're a security guard? Shouldn't you be like standing up, roaming around, doing your job, not sitting? So anyways, as I walk away, perturbed by this guy sitting on the stool, because he told me that I need to go back up front, and I had just left from up there, So I have to mosey on back up there in these heels and this little dress because I thought I was just going to go to VIP, get my wristband, sit down, and get me a drink. But that didn't happen. So, I don't know where Shannon is at this point because I'm like, okay, this is what I'm going to do, and I'll see you in a minute. So... I'm sorry about this cough. I get back up front and I say to the guy, I was like, hey, you just gave me this wristband and you told me that I should get my wristband back in the back with the VIP guy. But the VIP guy said that he doesn't know what I'm talking about. So I'm confused. And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, buddy, you told me. And so then as I'm on the verge of becoming confrontational, this guy walks up and he's like, oh yeah, you were supposed to go over to the other door. And I'm like, oh, you didn't distinguish what door I was supposed to come in. Everybody was coming through this door, so you let me in. And I didn't even see that people were going through another door, like over on the other side. Like, that's here nor there though. So I didn't see the people at the other door. It wasn't distinguished. So I walk over with the guy who came and broke up the confrontation, the borderline confrontation. So I walk over to the other door with him, and then this lady's like, oh, honey, that's the wrong band. You should have came to this door, because I showed her the ticket. Then she snatches the wristband off my arm, and she's like, oh, I hope I didn't hurt you. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter now because you've already snatched it off. So let's proceed with this process. So there was another guy at the door, and he's like, oh, let me put this on. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I got the wristband. Then I like trollop on back to the bag, back to the VIP, because now I'm like, okay, I'm going to be able to sit down, enjoy this people watching experience, drink my drinks, and I'm sorry about the cough. And I'm going to be able to drink my drinks and, you know, people watch, hang out, have fun, you know, talk to people, giggle, you know, shoot the shit. I get back there, I find me a seat in the VIP. Not like there was any full seats, because it was pretty empty back there. And I was like, I wonder why it's empty back here. But, man, whatever. Still assuming that a lot of people probably didn't buy those VIP tickets. But I sit back there, and for a minute I'm like looking around, and I'm like, oh, a couple of people have drinks, you know. I'm so sorry about this cough. A couple people have drinks, and you know, where's the girl with the drinks, or the guy, you know? Where is he? I want a drink. No, nobody. 5 minutes, nobody's coming around, because I'm like, I'm parched. And so I say to one couple that's sitting in front of me, I'm like, hey, you know, where's the drink person, the person with the drinks, with the special drinks that they're promoting here at this party? Well, I don't know if I mentioned that it was a party, and like they were promoting whatever, and like it was some celebrity there, blah blah blah. But I guess that was supposed to be a perk too, but I know. But the couple's like, oh, that person, they left already. And I'm like, it's only like 11:54, if even 11:54. So what do you mean they left already? Oh no, you're gonna have to go over to the bar and purchase a drink and buy a drink. And I'm like, no, I paid X amount of dollars for my ticket. And they told me I was getting free drinks. And they're like, yeah, no, that person left, so we've been buying our drinks all night. So you paid for your ticket, and you're going to continue to buy drinks here tonight? So not only are the promoters making money off of you, so is the bar, because you're still having to buy drinks. No, that's not fair. That's not how this is supposed to work. It's not cool. And I'm not buying a drink. I'll just be a sober Sally in here tonight, parched. So I find my friend Shannon. I'm like, hey dude, you know, this is what's going on, blah blah blah. And he's like, yeah, you know, I'm trying to get a drink over here. And I hadn't seen him for a good like 10 minutes, because I had the whole wristband thing, and then I'm talking to the couple at least 15 maybe. And he's like, yeah, I was trying to get a drink, but I couldn't get a drink because he waited in the line, but he couldn't get a drink because it was only a cash bar. And I'm like, what kind of venue? It's a venue, so why only cash? So he had to leave the bar. There was 2 bars, and then there was like 2 side bars. But anyways, he has to leave this one particular bar, go to find an ATM. This cough is so bad. Well, it's not as bad as it was before, but I'm sorry. Please don't judge me about this cough. But I really wanted to talk about my experience tonight and make sure I got all the details before tomorrow and I go to sleep and worry about trying to eat dressing and macaroni and cheese tomorrow. Anyways, or today or whatever it is. Anyways, he had to go to the ATM, find the ATM, come back to the bar, get cash, but then get cash from the ATM, come back to the bar, and then he still had to re-wait in the line to get drinks. And then when he got his drinks, he had to buy 2 of them at a time so that he didn't have to go back. So anyways, that was a big debacle. Then the celebrity comes and then people get all extra and then it's like a bajillion people on stage. I'm still angry because I haven't drank anything and blah, blah, blah. Not just angry because I haven't drank anything. I was just angry at the pure fact that, well, this cough. And, but the pure fact that you convinced me to buy this ticket for X amount of dollars when I could have just got a general admission ticket and still been in the same position that I am in now. Like, who does that to people? Like, that's rude. It's disrespectful. We don't have an urban bar already. And people are coming out to have fun, but you're cool with it because you're going home with a pocket full of money. I mean, it just pissed me off and it just made me feel like, I mean, that's just something that you don't do to people, you know? And not to mention, knowing the promoters, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a cool relationship with them. Like, they don't do you like that because next time they have some type of event and they've got something going on, you're going to be like, no, don't call me because I'm not going to come to any of your stuff. You better hope I don't talk about you to people. Anyways, so the show gets over, whatever. Shannon, because he had enough drinks to make himself happy, and I didn't drink any. He needed a DD anyway, so I just felt like maybe it was something in the air that I didn't need to drink anyways because, whatever. You know, I probably would have been more angry. Anyways, we get in the car and he's like, hey, let's go to Denny's. And I'm like, dude, you're drunk. You don't know. You don't really want to go to Denny's. And he's like, yes, I do. I want to go to Denny's. And I'm like, okay, I didn't know I ordered a 5-year-old to ride in the car with me. But okay, let's go to Denny's then. Driving to Denny's. Denny's is only like a block down the road or whatever. We're driving. Homeboy is like a slumped. So I'm like, this dude does not want to go to Denny's. He needs to go home and go to bed. And he's like, we get in the parking lot of Denny's. And I'm like, hey, you're asleep. And he's like, no, I'm not asleep. And I was like, well, we're at Denny's, let's go inside. Okay, well, okay, open the door, let's get out. Go inside of Denny's, sit at the table. Then he's like, I don't know what I want to eat. So I'm like, dude, you wanted to come to Denny's. I didn't want to come to Denny's. I just came to Denny's because it is your birthday weekend and I'm already in a shitty mood. Sorry about saying shitty. Don't want to offend anybody or anything, but I'm already in a bad mood. You know, let's just get this over with. Let's just eat this Denny's. Let's just go because I want to go home and go to sleep. And he's like, okay, let me go to the bathroom. So then he goes to the bathroom. My homeboy is gone for like 15 minutes. And I'm like, what happened to him? And the girl comes back, the server girl. And she's like, where's your friend? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe he fell in the toilet. I don't know. And so then he finally like strolls back all in a drunken stagger. And I guess I should have probably tried to help him. This cough though. I should have probably tried to help him, but I was too busy laughing at him and his drunk. Well, he never drinks, so it was like pretty funny because he's always like, I can hold my liquor, but he can't. He can't. So he sits back down at the table and we order the food or whatever, and the lady's like, well, you know, it comes with this and this and this. And I was like, yeah, well, if, you know, just bring our food in a box or whatever, because I don't know if he's going to make it. So she brings our food in a box, and then he's like, I want to eat my food now. And then like 2 seconds later, he's like, slumped. And so I'm like, okay, well, maybe let me unbox the food for him or whatever. So I start to take the box out of the food. I mean, the food out of the box. And I start to take the food out of the box. And then he's like, no, I don't want it. And I'm like, dude, you just complained because you wanted to eat. Now you don't want it. I mean, what do you want? So I just packed all his stuff back up. I ate my food, and well, I ate some of it. All I had was like toast and hash browns, and I was just so irritated about my whole night and this ticket thing. And I was like texting one of the promoters, like, homeboy, this is wrong. Like, you can't do this to people. Like, y'all don't think that's bogus? Like, it's bogus. But then as I'm texting, I start to look down at my nails and like look at like it's blue or something. Like the nails are supposed to be pink, but they're like, this blue stuff is showing up on them. I don't know why. I didn't ask for color change nails. I just asked for pink nails. But it's a Essie color, so it's a Essie shellac, and I don't know why. You see it? Anyways, I don't know why the color is changing on there, because I didn't ask for color change nails, and I don't know what's going on. So that continued to piss me off even more, because I'm like, I just got these done. Like, I kid you not, I just got them done yesterday. It hasn't even been like a whole 48 hours yet. But I got angry at that. I got to take my slumped over friend home. So I asked the lady for a water, and, you know, I get our stuff, and, well, I didn't get my stuff because I didn't want any more. I got his stuff. I made sure it was all in the bag and whatever. Got him a water, and I was like, okay, let's be on our way. 5-year-old. Get to the car. I have to open the door for him. I mean, he's the man. But anyways, I have to open the door for him. Oh, this cough. I open the door for him, and then he's like, I'm like, dude, you are not about to throw up in my car. Not now. You are not about to make my night even worse, because I'm pissed off about these tickets. These nails are making me angry, and then you're drunk and you want to throw up. Not gonna happen. So I push him, and he's like, I'm not gonna throw up in your car. And I'm like, okay, 5-year-old, whatever, but I don't want you to. So I'm pushing him, and he's like, I'm not gonna throw up in your car. And so he's still yelling this, and I'm like, okay, whatever. As he's proceeding to throw up, and it was gross. It was nasty. It was icky. It was yucky, and I didn't want anything to do with it. Sorry. Anyway, so finally I like try to find like a tissue or a towel or something, but because of my cold, I think I've used all the tissues in my car. There's no more Kleenex in here. Ugh. But I find a towel or whatever, and I hand him the towel, and I'm like, the towel. And I'm like, dude, wipe your mouth, because now he's got the whole like, I've thrown up, you know, this was bad thing. And I'm like, okay, come on, let's just close the door. I try to drive over any bumps as soft as I could, because I didn't want him to throw up again. And I get him home. I come back over here to the passenger side door. I come to the passenger side door, and I open up the door, and I kid you not, all along like the bottom of my door is throw up. And I was like, dude, you said you wasn't gonna throw up in my car. And he did, and I was angry. So that was like one more thing to set me over the edge tonight. So I was like, you know what, I'm done with this night. I don't know, maybe I'm too old to be going out the day before Thanksgiving, but This cough needs to go away. Or maybe I wasn't supposed to go out because I still have this cough. Something's trying to tell me something. I don't know if it's I'm too old, or I got this cough, or if tonight just wasn't a good night for me. It's not a full moon unless it's a full moon behind these clouds because it's raining. But I don't know what was going on. Tonight was not my night. I don't think that people should do people the way that I felt like, the people in VIP were treated tonight. You gotta respect people. If you expect people to respect you, respect them back. It's bogus to treat people like any type of way and think that it's okay to just profit off of their loss. Like, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just go around all the time thinking that it's okay, but karma's gonna come back to you. I don't know what I did for karma to come back to me today, because I try to do good. Like, I try to be nice to people. I try to do good things for people. I try to help people. Don't get me wrong, I do get angry sometimes, but that does not take away from me being a nice person. Thank you. Sometimes I just get angry, and it's not like I get angry on my own. The people make me angry, depending on the situation. Anyways, I just got one more thing to say. This dress, this tiny dress, I'm trying to trollop along through this bar with these boots all the way up to my knees, and this dress that I'm in that I can't breathe in. So when I get this dress off, hopefully I'm going to be able to breathe again, because right now I can't breathe. I just want to breathe again. My one more thing that I want to say is tomorrow or today, later on today when the sun comes up, can y'all hear the rain? It's raining here. At least it's not snow. When you decide to post your pictures of your Thanksgiving meals, make sure you don't put no ugly food, because there's going to be some ugly food struggles tomorrow on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, I'm sure probably on YouTube too. So when you post that food, just think about the eyes of other people who are going to have to look at that food. Make sure that your food is going to be a quality food before you decide to post it, because sometimes some people just start to post their stuff and they just put that on there, and I just be like, oh, it looks like that stuff that came out of the chunks of stuff that came out of Shannon's mouth when he was throwing up on the side of my car. So now I'm gonna have to clean that off. I'm gonna have to clean that off tomorrow. I wanted to clean it off tonight, but I was like, I got on these hookery boots and this dress that I can't breathe in, so I can't go by nobody spray car wash tonight, because somebody might kidnap me. What? Maybe I can take it to him and I can make him clean it tomorrow. But I was a good friend too, because I made him oh, this cough. I got him all the way in the house. I put his Denny's in his refrigerator. I made sure he got covered up. I hope he's safe though, because I don't know if he likes this though. But I made sure he was cool, so I helped him with that. But I mean, I just had a bad night. So y'all just wish me luck in the rest of the week, because today was just not my day. Friday, I'm gonna try to make sure that I go Black Friday shopping. I'd be a couple dollars richer if I hadn't bought that VIP ticket. But I know next time. I know how to deal with people, and I know what type of people I'm dealing with now. But like, I didn't even know. I'm gonna get out of this vlog because it's like 23 minutes already, and I'm just rambling on. But like, this person was actually like a friend, and I just, man. But it is what it is. Thanks guys for listening to me. Have a good night. And make sure you all have a good turkey day tomorrow, and hopefully this cough goes away. Bye.
It's showtime.